Happy Sunday everyone, and welcome to my vlog for the last 2 weeks of May. I should say third and fourth week of May because we still have a little bit of May left. So lots of happenings in the last 2 weeks. I had every intention of vlogging last Sunday. However, as I had mentioned earlier, I had been accepted into a juried show which was supposed to take place on Saturday, May 20th. However, the weather had been unpredictable and it rained profusely and it was kind of stormy on Saturday. Hence, they moved it to Sunday, which was the rain date. So my Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, was spent at the venue. So it was a long day and I did not have any opportunity to vlog, although I did some Instagram reels from the venue. But yeah, that's why that vlog was not done. So here's what I did while I was there. Okay, so what I learned, I'm not sure is this focusing or not. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so what I learned, and I have mentioned many times that this is doing craft shows, juried art shows is rather a new experience for me, and what I learned in something else does not automatically translate to the requirements of doing this work. So it's a bit of it's a lot of learning, and I was there. The previous one I did on May 6th, compared to this one, that was successful. When I did that, it had seemed like, oh, this is not like all that lucrative. I did make some money over there, but this Sunday, I sold nothing. And when I got there, I had a moment of feeling like an imposter, that I don't belong here. All of the artwork around me were people who have years of experience and education and all those things. When you look at people's work and you wonder, maybe I should just go home. Well, it took some courage to just stay put and accepting that I am a newbie in this field and it is going to take some time to learn, and if I leave, I will not be learning. So I sat there and I observed, and I got some very helpful feedback from my artist neighbors who gave me pointers, and I asked them, look, I am new at this, and is there anything I could do to make things better? Look, artistic skill is another thing, but it is not just artistic skill that sells your art. And so any pointers, and they gave me some pointers as to how to present my work, how to label my work, and those were very helpful things. I made notes of them and I plan to execute them, apply them in the future as I get more comfortable doing this. And just sitting, being present from 8 o'clock in the morning, and of course the preparation didn't start at 8 o'clock in the morning and ended at 6 p.m., right? I was there at the venue for that duration, and before that, there were days of preparation. I loaded my car on Friday, with all my, all the stuff that I'm going to need, the table and all those things. This is a show that provides the panels and things, so I did not have to lug those, which is a great thing because my car is not that big. I mean, when I bought the car, this was not really part of the plan. Then I would have probably considered, I need a car that has a longer storage space in the back. This is a regular standard car. Of course, I can fold the seats, thankfully, my two back seats, but even then it's not sufficient space to carry everything that is necessary to do these shows. But you live, you learn. So while I was there, and I told you I sold nothing, I did do some, people sketches, just watching people coming in, people standing, and people watching people's art. And one thing I would say, people did stop by my booth and they could recognize what I had painted. That is something. And they asked questions and stuff. But yeah, I did not sell anything, but my interactions were pleasant. How some people have had experience. Some people would come up and say, oh, my kid can do that. Nobody said that, thankfully. And if you may have a very talented kid, what can I say? But it was still a lot of learning, a lot of observing, and keeping yourself not getting so disappointed that you just give up while you are waiting there. That is something I still got to learn more. But I did do that. There were dogs that came, so I drew dogs. It was chilly. It was so windy that artwork was simply flying away. So yeah, anytime I needed to leave the booth for any reason, I had to ask somebody to make sure that my prints don't fly away. So it was interesting. But I did do these drawings and I made little notes. And that is enough about that. After that, I had been commissioned to create a kind of a gratitude piece for a retiring educator. She is the director of the school that is creating this tribute piece. And so I was commissioned to do that. And here are some of the process things and all the ups and downs of it. The quote they wanted me to include, it needed to be a hand lettered and hand painted piece. So I did my sketches, and I requested photographs from them because all they gave me was the quote, and I wanted to and the name of the educator. So I requested some pictures, and what I got, I kind of created a silhouette out of it, and that was completed and delivered on Friday. What was Friday? Oh goodness, 26th. Yes, on the 26th. Here is my show diary, kind of, where the first one I sold a few things, second one I did not sell anything. Just keeping records where the event took place, when it took place, the name of the event, the fee I paid to get into the event, or whatever, the application fee, if anything sold, and all that. Just what a journal does. So on Friday, I took a class, and this is supposed to go into this little pot, and I did poke holes in them, but I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm complete with these flowers. These were like, the goal was to make Scandinavian flowers. So they offered us 3 different shades of red. Liking the bright colors that I like, I would have liked to have some oranges, but it was whatever they had, I used that, and I kind of like some of them, and I am not sure, I might end up making some more flowers in the colors that I like and replace. These sticks are easy to move around, so yeah, I know I'm making a much bigger deal out of it than it needs to be, but I loved it. It was something different, and these are not art classes, these are purely craft classes, which is always very much fun, and I very much appreciate being able to do them. And yeah, so that is something I did. It was fun to draw color. It is always fun to learn from someone else also. And I teach an art journaling class on a monthly basis locally, and one of my students gave me a whole roll of 2 rolls of wallpapers, and I have never really used wallpaper in my collages and mixed media, so it's a much bigger roll. I just took off a little part of it to bring upstairs to my studio, and the rest is in the storage downstairs. So that is something that would be exciting to try. And I have not been able to keep up with the Messy May prompts from Get Messy, which is I believe their Instagram handle is at Get Messy Art Journal. I don't remember. But if you search Get Messy, Messy May, hashtag Messy May, I'm sure you will find enough information that would let you participate. And you know, Messy May, of course, they are doing it collectively in the month of May. And if you didn't know about this and you are just coming into it, you can always, you know, do it on your own time. It could be Messy June, Messy July, you know, it's okay, whatever, whenever. I will clearly not finish it in May. So I just did the first 2 pages for with the prompts, and then the third one I got this picture of this adorable dog from, I believe, some kind of puppy food catalog or brochure, I don't remember, but I never did more than that. And then I skipped a whole lot of pages, saving the pages for the day so I could go in proper sequence. I mean, proper sequence is not important as in a perfectionistic manner, but so I don't miss those. So I saved the spaces, and I'm going to keep a list of the prompts so I can, when I get a chance, I can get to it. Having prompts is very helpful because, you know, sometimes when you have a little time and you sit down and you would want to work on something, but you may not know exactly what should I work on, and there is no time to ponder and think over what should I work on. So having a list of prompts is very beneficial, and you can do the same prompt more than once if you like. You can skip a prompt. That's how I do it, whatever suits me, because nobody's grading you on this. It's just for yourself. And then I think this one is Reimagine, and I'm kind of in that. I got a picture from, these are like magazine papers, and I cut out another magazine page, and I altered the image in some ways and then colored around it. I'm nowhere near done, but I like the starting point where it is right now. So, and this is my hand-bound journal, a junk journal, how do you call it? I don't like to call them junk journals, but you know, this is where it stands. Okay, so here's my phone. On Thursday, May 25th, I had an opportunity to do something I don't usually get to do. In New Jersey, I do not know if it happens in any other part of the United States. I am not very educated in these things, but this has been a big deal at the library. I work at the library, and the event is called the Mansion in May, and it is what it is there are palatial buildings around here, people's homes, amazing properties and buildings that you drive by and you wonder who lives there, kind of thing. So they choose the committee, which is it's for a fundraiser, and it's the hospital around near us, the women's unit of that hospital does this fundraiser every year where one mansion is selected and it becomes a designer showcase for a month. So all the design houses, reputed design houses in and around New Jersey, they apply and they are chosen and selected, and they decorate each house of the mansion, and people come in and they get ideas. There are all kinds of visitors. There are artists whose work are also chosen to be displayed. They become part of the home decor, the art in the house, from rugs to window treatments to the art, everything. And many of those things are for people to buy. So if you liked something and you can picture that fitting in the context of your own home, you could buy the products also. So I had thought about it, but I wasn't sure if I'll be able to make the time. Then one of my very dear friends gave me a ticket, and I said, okay, so I will make the time. And I went on Thursday morning. We parked I had to go far away from my home to their official parking space, and when I parked, they took me in a shuttle with other visitors, and we went to the mansion and we walked through it. I spent over almost 2.5 hours, and if I had more time that day, I would have spent more time. Maybe I would have sat down somewhere and sketched. It's like so many people coming through, you cannot really sit in one of the rooms and make sketches, so I took like 600 pictures with my phone. However, if I had more time, I would have probably lingered out in the property, in the gardens, and done some quick sketches. But that didn't happen. That's all right. Whatever I got was also much more than what I had even known the night before. So it was a wonderful, spontaneous thing for me. I'm not super spontaneous. So, grabbing that opportunity that came my way and going with the flow was very wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. And the tickets are, I think, start at $50 and go up. And so that is what it contributes to the fundraiser. And I think they also get a percentage of any sale that takes place through the tour and everything. So that, and what else? I have made a list, and right now I'm in the process of making my summer calendar, like, mine, my kids, and all these things. There's like hoping to have it somewhere at a glance where I can, when I'm scheduling, I'm not double booking things, which is something that sometimes happen when I forget. So what else is happening? I'm in the process of reserving my first paint along with it's a trial for me with a friend, and we'll see how it goes. It's likely to be in late July or early August, because June, July, August is people are busy traveling. Summer is so many things people are coordinating, right? But I am very appreciative of what is that experience, that opportunity. So other than that, what else happened? Okay, so my tracker, creativity, I had been creative every single day so far this month. Okay, and meditation has not been as on point as I would have loved it. However, on the 25th, walking through that mansion in May itself was very meditative, because I wasn't doing it with the purpose of business, with the purpose of anything else other than to just go in and enjoy the artwork and the beauty of other people's creations, which is amazing. And then also the class on Friday was also something like that. And I made a new friend. She's also Indian, and she is in her 70s. And it is always wonderful to meet people, elderly people, because they have so much experience and stories to share. And I am a sucker for stories. Tell me some story, and I'm your captive audience. So that was very lovely, and I enjoyed it very much. And there is one more big news that I want to end today's vlog with, and that is I won a grant from Joanne. The Joanne Fabrics, you may know Joanne, etc. I won a grant. I almost did not apply because I did not think that who would look at my stuff. There is so much talent out there. So if any of you feel that way, that I shouldn't apply because who's going to choose me? You don't know who's going to choose you. Just you do your part, you apply, and if you don't win, don't be disappointed. Try again. And I didn't sell anything on Sunday, but on Friday, I was announced a winner. So it's going to be a bit of hit and miss. I don't know if I will ever be able to crack a code, of 100% success. I don't know if anybody can, but even where you stand, you may have more to offer than you are aware of, because we cannot judge ourselves neutrally or accurately. We either overestimate, I either overestimate or underestimate. So leaving the estimation to someone else is probably better. Just doing, not backing down because of lack of confidence. If you do things and some things are going to come back good and you gain confidence, it just sitting there and speculating is not going to bring that confidence, right? Whether you are selling, whether you are exhibiting, whatever. I'm going to have a painting in an upcoming exhibition in June as part of the Morris County Artists Network, and that was quite a serendipity. I ran into the lady, one of my co-workers introduced me as an artist to her, and she invited me to submit. And I submitted without any hope because I saw who all are going to exhibit in that, and I did not feel that my work is going to get chosen. Maybe they had space, whatever it is. To be seen with people who I look up to is an achievement in itself. So yeah, keep doing the work. If you are also doing the work, if you are in a similar place as I am, and leave the rest to unfold, because we have no control over the outcome, the selection, the rejection. That will not be within our control, but we can each day try to do better work, show up, and do all of those things. And at least some you will win, some you will lose, and understanding that is life. So having said that, I am going to say bye-bye, and I will see you next Sunday with my vlog for the last week of May. Bye.